We're rolling again. Third tape's the charm. So, I sat there for a minute, listening to the storm hit the cobblestone outside. First the man with the rye, then the deckhand. I figured the Bayou had said its piece for the evening. But just as my hand hit the handle of my guitar case, the empty stool next to me scraped across the floorboards a third time. A thick-shouldered timberman sat down. He smelled like sawdust and cheap gin. He didn't look at me either. He just stared at the empty glass the first man left behind. "I couldn't help but overhear," the logger said, his voice low and jagged. "They're right about the lights, but the lights just drown you. There are worse fates in the Acadian brush." He turned his head just enough for me to see the deep, jagged scars running down the side of his neck. "Have you ever smelled wet dog and sulfur, Cowboy?" he asked. I kept my face perfectly still behind my purple bandana. I nodded once. "Then you know," he whispered. "The Rougarou ain't just a ghost story to keep the parish kids in line. It's a blood curse." The logger told me his own brother caught the curse a few winters back. Said the boy got laid open by an oversized marsh wolf. The fever took him the next day. He sweated through the sheets, screaming about the moon, and then bolted into the black woods. A year later, the logger was out hunting when the swamp went dead quiet. That gagging stench of sulfur rolled in. He saw a shape stand up at the edge of his camp, 2 legs, but hunched and twisted, towering 8 feet tall with a head like a starved wolf. The logger leaned in close to me, his eyes wide and terrified. Its eyes were glowing red like the cherry of a cheap cigar, he said. "The elders always warned us. The curse is born in the blood, but it catches you through the eyes. If you look dead into those burning red coals, the beast takes your soul and leaves you to roam the cane fields in its place." He said he dropped to his knees, locked his eyes dead on the dirt, and prayed until the heavy, 2-legged footsteps faded into the dark. He never looked up, and he never went back to the woods. So here I sit, in a rented room in 1931, looking at my guitar sitting in the corner. There's magic out there in the dark. Some of it just wants to hold the door open for you. Some of it wants to pull you under the mud. And some of it wants to take your very soul. I'm packing my bags tonight. The Bayou has shared all the secrets it's going to share with me, and I've outstayed my welcome in the cobblestone streets of New Orleans. I'm heading north at first light, up toward the Ozarks, making my way into the deep, isolated timber of Arkansas and Missouri. I hear the haulers up there have their own ancient ways of dealing with the things that go bump in the night. I'll leave the needle here for now. Keep your fires burning hot and your eyes locked on the dirt. I'll have another story for you soon as I hit the state line.